All right, this is the first video for 4.01, and we're going to be looking at just a refresher on slope-intercept form of linear equations. And just as a reminder, that is y equals mx plus b, where our b value is the intercept, and just as a reminder, that is the y-intercept. Let me do it this way, y-intercept. And the m is the slope. And so that's why we call it the slope-intercept form of the equations. And it's also good to remember that m, well, that is equal to the change in y over change in x, and it's represented as delta y over delta x. Delta is change, and it can also be seen as if you have 2 points, x1, y1, x2, y2, it's y1 minus y2 over x1 minus x2. So that's given 2 points, x1 and y1. That's one of the points, and the other point would be x2 and y2. So the values here come from those 2 points. And so that's how we calculate slope. And the b value, the y-intercept, it's going to be a point, 0b. So that's going to be on the y-axis. It's going to be where the line crosses the y-axis. So we can look at a specific example here. So we have y equals 1/3 x minus 2. And so we're going to start off then with that y-intercept, 0, -2, and that is going to be right here, 0, -2. Oh, I did +2. That's not right. It's going to be 0, -2. And that's actually a good thing to remember, is that when it's minus, the b is minus something, then our y-intercept will be negative, that is below the x-axis. And now our slope there, our slope is 1/3. And so we can remember that it equals change in y over change in x. And that means that we go change in y up 1 and change in x to the right 3. So I can look at our graph here and go to the right 3 and then up 1. And then there will be another point right there. So I'm going to write in here delta x equals 3 to the right 3 from that point, and delta y equals up 1 from that point. And then we can follow that same pattern actually and go to the right 3 and up 1, and there will be another point right there. Now, one thing that's nice to think about here is that whoops, that's not what I want. That was really big. 1/3 is equal to -1 over -3. And this says to go down 3 and to the left, down 1 and to the left 3. Once I make a mistake, I seem to just like be on a roll and make them over and over again. So I can go from this original point right here, our y-intercept, and go down 3, down 1, and to the left 3. And again, there will be a point right there. So you can look at that either way. And now we can connect all of those with a line that goes just like that. And that is the basic idea of the slope-intercept form of linear equations.